Everybody, I want to bring your attention to something that's been sort of in my mind lately. For those of you that have been keeping up with my channel as much as I've been not posting recently, I'm engaged, and since I've been engaged, I've been trying to do some heavy reading to try preparing myself for like the responsibility of marriage, and whatnot. And heavy by reading, I mean actually reading information books. Anyways, one of the books I've read recently is Money and Marriage, God's Way, which is written by Howard Dayton of the Crown Ministries. It's a really good book. I encourage anybody who's either engaged or already married, whatnot, to read that book, and really dig into it to understand everything that he's teaching you, because that not only has good money practices in there, but I believe good marriage advice as well. But in the book, he took some time to focus on bring your attention to a group of verses that have the phrase "one to another" in there, and he encourages you to take the "one another" that phrase out of the verse and put your spouse or your fiance's name in there, and ask yourself, am I following this verse as it relates to the other person? Am I serving them or submitting to them or loving them as much as I should, as these verses tell me to? And that sort of got me thinking about how I think some of us in the theological community have been approaching this subject of marriage probably the wrong way. Like a majority of, I was raised in church, so for 20 some years I've heard preaching on marriage it's just so rigid, so cut and dry, of wives submit, husbands love. So it's he's presented a militaristic, strategic, rigid way to where it just doesn't. It seems impersonal, and it seems just everybody just salutes and executes on their duties. And if the other person isn't doing their duty towards them, they feel victimized, I guess. But I realized, studying Ephesians 5:21 through 33, I realized that the verse 20, you can't separate verse 21 from 22 through 33. See, verse 22 and through 33 of Ephesians 5 is talking specifically about husband and wife relationship and marriage. But everybody leaves out verse 21, and I don't think you can do that. Because the whole thought of the church mixes together in that chapter. And Ephesians 5:21 says, submitting yourselves one to another in the love of God. So I believe marriage is not just isn't just two people fulfilling their duties. I believe it's co-submission, whereas each member of the marriage commits to submit to each other, to serve each other, and help each other live better lives. And I believe 1 Peter 3:7 also says something about together towards the end of the phrase. It says being heirs together in the grace of life, or something to that effect. But he says heirs together. So it's not, in a way, the Bible pushes equality, sort of like the modern feminists and whatever movements do. The Bible does push equalities to some extent. Both members of the marriage should submit themselves to each other and see each other as equals in the marriage. And I believe not necessarily equals, but I believe each member of the marriage should see the other person more important than they are to themselves, and should serve each other like that, and submit themselves to each other to try giving each other the best life they can. So I think that's what we need to see marriage as, not as a list of duties and regulations, but a place where two people can submit themselves to each other to give the other person as good of a life as they can. And with that, I'll leave you with that thought and remind you to walk a Christian walk and carry a loaded Glock.